Hey, welcome back to Matt's Garage DIY. It's getting colder outside. I thought this would be a good time to explore the Crisco Candle. I certainly don't claim that this is an original idea to me. There's lots of videos out there about this. It actually caught my interest the first time I saw one claimed that a candle would burn for 72 days. And then I watched a few more videos, and there's kind of some varying parameters about how long these candles will last, what they're actually good for. The concept itself is nothing new. You know, we've had oil burning lamps around for a couple thousand years. Even up to 100 years ago, they were still using whale blubber melted and using that for oil lamps. Kerosene lanterns, again, same sort of principle. So what I've done, cut off and measured a set amount of this, made a candle, timed it start to finish, and we'll actually find out how long a Crisco candle will last. So I'm going to cut off exactly half a cup. We'll melt that, see if that translates to a half a cup of liquid, just so that we can have an accurate measurement to start with. Just going to throw this in the microwave now. We'll see if that gives us our 125 mils. All right, it's just a little bit low. Turn it around to the other side. You can see we're just below the half a cup. All right, there we go. So we've got half a cup. I had to add a couple little extra chunks just to get that right to the correct volume. Got that. You can stick a candle in. I'm just going to use this little piece of burlap twine with a washer on the bottom. So I'm going to pour this into a jar. All right, drop the wick in there. A washer on the bottom just helps it to sink right to the bottom. So our jar's only about half full, but like I said, we're just going to let this burn and see exactly how long we get out of a half a cup of the Crisco candle. So our candle's set up. I've trimmed the wick. I'm going to light this up and we're going to let it burn. I'll come back every hour and check on it and we'll find out exactly how long we get. It's 1 hour. 2 hours. 3 hours. 4 hours in, and it's looking like we're maybe down a quarter of an inch. I'm going to stop checking this every hour because this is clearly going to last a long time. All right, it's been 8 hours. We are down maybe a half inch. This is actually lasting way longer than I expected. Time for me to go to bed. We'll continue this tomorrow. 8 hours into this, gonna light it again. All right, here we are, 13-hour mark. 16 and a half hours, still going strong. 20 hours. All right, 23 hours, almost done. I know it kind of looks like there's more on the outside of the jar than there actually is. See if I can show you what it looks like inside. So just a little bit left in the bottom. You can already see that washer. So I'm going to watch this a little closer, but I expect 24 hours is going to be very close to what we end up with. 25 hours, actually 25 hours and 10 minutes, and it is out. It still does show that there's a little bit of the oil in there, but basically the wick and washer are now sitting kind of on the hump in the bottom of the jar, so we're going to call that 25 hours for our half a cup. All right, so we've done our test. Got the rest of our block that we're going to melt up. There's a scale or some measurements on the package itself. I'm going to melt this and we're going to see exactly how many milliliters or cups we end up with from our 1 pound block. All right, so we melted this up. We're just under 400 milliliters. Spin that around. It's about 13 fluid ounces. So we've got our 1 pound box of Crisco. We've melted that all up. Based on some quick calculations, that's going to give you 105 hours of candle time. That's 4 days and 9 hours. of continuous candle burning for 1 pound. And now you know how long a Crisco candle will actually last.